Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Today we actually have quite a lot of news to cover. We got some news on Ripple XRP. There was a pretty big crypto hack today. There's some news on Cardano, some news on Elon Musk. You'll definitely want to watch this episode as it's about to get very freaking interesting. Having said that, the crypto market was also moving rather interestingly. Luna went up about 35% somewhere today. XRP was doing really freaking nice, and now looking at it, Bitcoin is trying to get over that $50,000 hurdle, while Ethereum is just trying to climb up again and get back some gains, which it lost over the last couple of days. You guys most likely saw my trade over on Bybit, where I told you all I also have an Ethereum trade open because usually Ethereum comes back up in the most secured way out of everything. Then again, as you can see, I also have Sand and XRP open still because we're generally quite bullish on crypto right now, regardless of where it's going to go in the short term. I keep telling you guys, I don't really care about what the normal folk over on Twitter or on YouTube think is about to happen. I invest with whatever feels most right to me, and right now the most logical thing that I can see here is for crypto to continue over into the bullish direction, and that's exactly what I'm speculating on. Then again, I can't think of a couple of reasons why the market would move down, but I'm going for the bullish scenario. Having said that, guys, make sure that you check out Prime XBT. Prime XBT is one of the most leading crypto exchanges right now. What they basically got for themselves is all sorts of trading that you can do on there with margin, but you can also do copy trading. And nowadays, you can also actually get a yield on there. But besides that, guys, you actually right now, for the first time ever, have ongoing contests. You can see here, there's a $100,000 grand competition going on, and it's pretty simple to enter. So if you've not checked out Prime XBT just quite yet, right now is the best time to do so. And some people say Prime XBT is the easiest exchange to use. Some people say it's the most difficult. I just know they have quite a lot of different features which make it really accessible to quite a lot of people. But hey, just letting you guys know, they have a crazy competition right now. And this is one of my favorite exchanges and also one of the biggest and most trustworthy crypto exchanges out there. All right, so the first piece of news of today in regards to XRP actually comes from Rosalind Layton. She said over on Twitter, "Who will protect investors from the SEC?" And to be honest with you, this is one of the most difficult questions in crypto by far. Who is going to be the bearer of the Protection Crypto Act, or whatever you want to call it? Who is going to really look out for the best interest of crypto? We've seen before, it really ain't the SEC. So the question should be, who will protect investors from the SEC? And in investors, that sense, we're talking about crypto investors. Because at the end of the day, me as a crypto investor, you as a crypto investor, we're the ones who have to watch out for the SEC. It's not the SEC who has to watch out for us, I guess it kind of feels like. So last Wednesday, the current and previous chairman of the SEC shared what was billed as a fireside chat to Open Digital Asset Compliance and Marketing Summit. Gary Gensler and Jay Clayton spoke, took no questions, and agreed that the multi-trillion-dollar crypto innovation space is a dark, menacing threat to that legitimate crypto entrepreneurs must opaque or must follow opaque rules or face crippling SEC lawsuits. Gensler made it clear that there is no difference between fraudsters and good faith actors in crypto. Both are lawbreakers endangering the public. Now, many in the audience of crypto industry leaders just maligned as crooks, were stunned. Gensler repeatedly said that platforms need to come in and get registered as if everyone knew what he was talking about. Priyan Boring, the head of the Digital Chamber of Commerce, tweeted, "People in the room are looking around and asking, register as what?" It's a fair question given that the exchange Coinbase, the only crypto company to have gone public on the stock market, tried going in. And upon share its lending platform information, the SEC slapped Coinbase with a subpoena and a threat of what Gensler affectionately calls the enforcement tool. Now, there's also people like John Deaton who were also in the room, and the Rhode Island attorney represented a growing putative class of over 62,000 holders of XRP, claiming they are innocent victims of the SEC's policy of regulation by enforcement, and they have been collateral damage in the SEC's blockbuster enforcement action against the cross-border payment company Ripple, filed in the last hour of Clayton's chairmanship nearly a year ago, the day of the summit. But the point being here, right now there's a couple of allegations against Ripple, but Gary Gensler and the SEC always make it seem as if you just have to come in, tell whatever's on your mind that we'll fix something together. But on the other hand, he's calling every single person who's involved with crypto crooks. That's kind of what it feels like. So right now, one of the most difficult points is if the SEC sees all of this stuff as scams, and even right now with discussions about a Bitcoin spot ETF are just not really willing to give an inch, they don't want to move a single bit. We should more so be scared of them rather than see them as relief or as help or as the guidance that we kind of need them for, what they were assigned for. Because if they see everything as a scam, but we don't, and they're supposed to protect investors, that literally means they're going to obliterate whatever we believe in, right? Because if they don't believe in crypto and they're trying to protect us from it, but we love it, they're going to go directly against what the people want. And it's quite logical that they're doing that. I have no idea what their morals are in the sense that you cannot tell me that the SEC internally doesn't know that the people don't want crypto to be banned or that the majority of people see crypto as a good thing rather than a bad one. Yet they choose these decisions anyway. And they can also not convince me that a Bitcoin spot ETF is so bad, but a futures ETF, no, that's fine. You cannot convince me. Yet they chose that deliberately anyway. So whenever you ask me, I think it's a freaking game that's being played, and I don't have the best solution yet. But every single time I look at these chats that the SEC has, it just gets more and more frustrating. The fact that they're not letting this space grow for not really any good reason either. So that's really what happened right now. It just went on yesterday, and people are going crazy about this right now because they're just being urged to just make some rules and make things clear and not go after anybody if they want to actually try something out. It's such a crazy space. All right, having said that, talking about the crazy space and kind of being hypocritical right here, it's kind of funny. I gotta be, I gotta always hit you guys with some surprises. This is a really interesting article. Bitmart exchange, one of the exchanges which is most known for having like all those meme coins on there like Shiba Inu and SafeMoon, it's been hacked and $200 million allegedly has been stolen. So the popular crypto exchange Bitmart is the latest to fall victim to a large-scale security breach. I had my Shiba Inu on Bitmart. Not sure if it's gone or if it's still there, didn't really check. Bitmart has confirmed that it was hacked, with early estimations indicating that the total amount swiped is around $200 million in various crypto. Sheldon Xia, founder and CEO of the exchange, asserted that the company has temporarily suspended withdrawals. Users on Twitter started to complain about a possible security breach against Bitmart earlier on December 5th, before the company confirmed the news hours later. The statement described the event as a large-scale security breach related to one of the hot wallets from Ethereum and one of the Binance Smart Chain hot wallets. The company promised that the funds contained in those two addresses are a small percentage of assets on Bitmart, and all other wallets are secure and unharmed. Initially, Bitmart noted that the hackers were able to swipe around $150 million worth of several crypto. However, another report from the blockchain security and data analytics resource PeckShield showed that the amount is nearly $200 million. $100 million on Ethereum and $100 million on the Binance Smart Chain. The company also provided a list of the affected assets. And, well, it's rather annoying if you ask me, because a lot of these coins I had really high hopes for, which you'll see in just a second, or at least I was kind of involved with. So there is, so I'm not actually, to be honest with you, not seeing, oh, okay, maybe it was actually not Shiba. I saw a lot of people say that, but I'm seeing SafeMoon here. I did hold that on there, but not a lot of money, luckily, so that's fine. Hero and Starship I had on there. I think Floki I might have had on there too. I don't have Baby Doge. I don't have the rest of these coins. This one kind of looks familiar to me. BNB we had on there a little bit. I'm not sure exactly about that. Crypto Hold says all our meme coins. Yeah, that's the fun. SafeMoon isn't a meme coin. Okay, let's see this one in the comment section. Guys, is SafeMoon a meme coin? Interesting discussion right there. All right, by the way, guys, if you're watching this video and you're enjoying it, make sure you press that like button as I put all my effort, all my heart, all my freaking soul into making these crypto updates for you guys every single day. I want to get the channel to about 150,000 subscribers within a couple of months. I just think that's a cool little point to get to. And all we need is for all you guys that are watching my stuff daily anyway, to press that subscribe button and press the like button whenever you are enjoying something. If you don't enjoy it, you don't have to press it, but otherwise, don't forget it, all right? And I guess a couple of juicy cryptos got stolen today. I'm not really too sad about it because I think we'll be fine, but I also haven't updated myself to know exactly what their policy is going to be. Because if they stole $200 million, that's pretty significant. Now, a couple of times in the past, these hackers have given the money back, which can still happen too. And I'm again not really sure, since this is a centralized exchange. Not sure exactly what they're going to go for, what type of approach. Are they just going to let people, rake in those losses or what? We'll have to see, I guess, at the end of the day. But it's interesting, and I want to quickly cover that. All right, moving on. So tomorrow might actually be really interesting from the perspective that almost the stocks are going to start trading again, right? Tomorrow is Monday. And so we're going to see how the market is going to react to all of it. Because remember, guys, right now we had a really negative market throughout this last weekend. And so for good reason, I think crypto crashed too. I do wonder if stocks are going to pick back up positive tomorrow, if Bitcoin can also start building on top of the $50,000 mark again, and then ignite another bullish phase. Hopefully still end of the year 100,000. I've seen a lot of people now go away from that theory, saying it's impossible. We're going to see 100,000 in like March or so. Some people saying, no, we're not going to see 100,000 until 2024 or 2026. It's funny how things change this quickly in a market. When people get a little bit of a jab to the face, all of a sudden, everything changes. And it's really, really interesting to me to watch that type of stuff. All right, moving on. Right, let's see what we have here. Former Goldman Sachs executive sees Ethereum hitting $20,000 by March at the latest. Raoul Pal talked about Ethereum and two of its currently faster and cheaper competitors, and he's basically extremely bullish on them. I quote, "I'm using base case probabilities, no certainties. I still think ETH finishes this year closer to 15,000 rather than 10. Just by the nature of what is actually going on right now and the chart patterns and, the people who are coming into the space. I actually still see ETH. The small probability upside is that it hits $40,000 by the summer. And that's because of the staking cycle and how the charts look. And using the log chart, extending it forward. And a number of things give me that. It's not my base case. My base case would be $20,000 ETH by March at the latest." And then when asked about competitors, he said, "I don't care, of course. There were ETH dominance like Bitcoin dominance will fall over time because new technology comes into the space and they solve different problems and they have different orders of centralization. And that's absolutely fine. So the Bitcoin dominance is going to diminish over time. ETH dominance will diminish over time. Sol's dominance versus others will diminish over time because this space is changing in structure. So I don't have an issue with that. I'm not an ETH person. I'm just like, this is the best horse to back, best risk-adjusted return. I'm a crypto maximalist." And then later, when asked why he invested so heavily in ETH, he believes that Ethereum's dominance over other layer 1 blockchains will fall in time. Paul answered, "I think that Solana will outperform ETH in this cycle, and I think that Terra will outperform ETH. So why don't I have all my money in those? Because I have less certainty because the network effects are less pronounced. So therefore, I have to have a smaller bet, but I don't think ETH stops going up. The whole space is going up 100x over the next 10 years. 100x over the next 10 years. So you can back a lot of different horses and still make money." I do agree mostly with what he said right there, though, guys. The fact that whatever horse you bet on, within 10 years, I think every single crypto that we'd buy is going to be at 100x, except for maybe Bitcoin or maybe Ethereum, because I'm not exactly sure those are going to follow the same principles. But from a different perspective, they will go 100x still within our time. It just might be at a couple of additional years, because what I think, and I've shown this a couple of times in the past before, is that crypto will be a $600 trillion sector. Right now, we're just at 2.5 or something along those lines. Let's see here, 2.3 even. So we're going to 600 trillion eventually, which is really honestly what I believe. But let's even keep it less. Times 100 would only put us at $235 trillion. It's a lot of money, yes, but it's easy for this newer technology. And the fact that these are currencies, people will have their money stored up in it, just literally all their money stored up in it. Time will move on, and a lot of money will be stuck in this, guys. Way crazier than many people can anticipate. All right, 3 reasons why Plan B is still bullish on Bitcoin price hitting $100,000 despite crashing under $50,000. Well, I've actually seen a lot of criticism of Plan B as well. I like his ideas, and I do follow the line on my own, I guess, following Plan B's model of stock to flow, because I do believe scarcity will basically keep in Bitcoin in a certain direction. And so I basically do believe his vision, let's put it like that. Why he remains bullish? Well, mostly right now on the premise that we've seen multiple different corrections in the 2017 bull market as well. A 30%, 40% correction ain't really that much for the longer term. It really does not matter. And people need to realize that. Right now, there's such a massive amount of fear for almost nothing because, as I said, the crash that we witness right now, it's not that bad. Then Cardano hits a new milestone, over 1 million wallets now staking ADA. Don't want to spend too much time on this, just quickly let you guys know that that's it. Elon Musk derides NFTs and Web3. He just made a little joke over on Twitter, not too much to it. As we've seen before, Elon Musk jokes all the time. We don't know if it means anything, so we're not going to look any further than what it is. Then massive Shiba Inu burn expected as Shiba Inu prepares to advance into trillion-dollar metaverse. Yeah, we've already read this before. Shiba Inu's taken a couple of really big steps into the metaverse realm. They're trying to take over a little bit, and I think it's a really smart idea for them because the way I see them is they're just a meme coin with absolutely no use, right? But apparently they're working with some very high studios to work on making Shiba Inu useful in the metaverse. And I do believe that because metaverse is my main sector right now in crypto for making money, that this could be a really nice thing for them to actually get the appeal of newer investors again and to kind of hype them up once more. So it's a very, very smart thing. And last but not least, we already saw this, but Berkshire Hathaway's Charlie Munger praises China for banning crypto, wishes crypto had never been invented. It's kind of funny. You know, multi-billionaire is kind of sad that the newbies right now are making billions of dollars and that right now, most likely one of the crypto guys is either the richest or one of the richest people on earth, talking about CZ, the CEO of Binance. It's really funny to kind of think about how many big traditional billionaires right now are hating on Bitcoin or crypto as a whole and are saying, no, we should ban it, we should ban it. When in reality, it's the money for the people. Understand that, guys. If there's a couple of people who have hundreds of millions of dollars or billions of dollars in banks, obviously they don't like this technology growing up and blowing up. So I can understand from their perspective too that they're either afraid or just would rather not have it. If they can make a choice, they'd say, nah, rather not. And I can also understand why China would ban it because you are afraid of the technology. And if you have enough control where you don't really care what the other countries are doing, you just want to make sure in your own country it's fine, yeah, banning is an option. The US, however, is clear enough to know the worst thing they can do is tax the freaking F out of it. They cannot ban it because there will always be one guy in their freaking basement mining Bitcoin, so it will never really die out. And the US is less strict, basically. They can't fully enforce something like a Bitcoin ban. It would be too crazy. People wouldn't take it. So it's never really going to happen. At least that's my thoughts. But all right, I digress. Thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I try to sometimes keep it more to the point instead of kind of going on and on and on about certain things. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any feedback on how to make these videos better. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.